Hello, everyone, and welcome to Storytime. Anyways, people didn't care anymore. They didn't care about the disappearing guy, so their appetites got to them, so they wanted to go eat some food. But the food that was served was miserable. It was awful. When the chef came by, which was one of the dancers, is a cookie dancer. Yes, the cookie dancer. She wanted to see how everybody liked her food, but everybody had hidden the food because nobody was very confrontational at that place. And also because Cookie Dancer was very charming. It had been a couple months back at the zoo where she had used the skull to raise orchards for all the animals. Unfortunately, many of them drowned, and it left an imprint on their entire village. Unfortunately, she became famous for it. And people would call her the Eigenvector, which is German for Cookie Dancer. And anyways, this place was quite futuristic compared to everywhere else, and the people outside of these villages were discontent because while they were having a party, some rebels came with dynamite to disrupt everything. They were known to be rebels because they dressed in gray. These dancers were very adaptive, and they had been ready for this exact moment. They had known that somebody was going to commit a robbery and take the magical crystal that gives them their dancing abilities. And this had been the final straw of attacks. But one of the dancers was very compassionate. That was the shaman dancer, who was gaping. Now, the rebels were gobbling all of their food because it was a party, and they went bang, bang, bang. And every time they went bang, somebody got killed. So the dancers were disrupted by what was happening to their guests, so they had to bring in a little horsepower. Now, there was a conscious, accepting sprite who was a friend of the dancers, who had been with them since the old days when they were on detox. That sprite became very good friends with Chef Dancer, Wizard Dancer, American Dancer, and Cluster Dancer. Cluster Dancer's name was very adjustable. People didn't really know his name, they just kind of picked random words off of a random word generator site.